Well, good morning, my sweet friends. It is morning here, but it may be afternoon or evening where you are. Either way, so happy you are joining us. Today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to take you along and show you what we do on a daily basis to save money. Basically, it's a frugal living vlog for the day. So I'm going to show you what Paul is working on, what I'm working on. I'm going to take you upstairs and just show you some money saving tips on how we decorated our bedroom minimally. This vlog was filmed in one day, so you're not going to see Paul's finished product, but we will show you it when it's completely done. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and this is the channel Frugal Money Saver. We are an early retirement debt-free couple living in the state of New York, where the cost of living is pretty high, as most of you know, but we have managed to live a full, abundant life on less money by implementing hints, tips, and just by having a spirit of contentment for the everyday beautiful things we are blessed with. You saw us making our breakfast this morning. I'm gonna show you how to make that orange marmalade in a minimal amount of time. I think like 25 minutes the whole process took. And oh my goodness, the freshness of that marmalade was out of control. Paul, best marmalade you've ever tasted, hands down?
Oh, absolutely. It was like sunshine on a biting into sunshine. It was so fresh.
So we want to share that with you today as well. So today we're going to show you Paul's project. We're going to be making some orange marmalade, and it's just going to be a fun day. So stick around if this sounds good to you. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get right to this very special day.
It's time to replace the decking on our deck. Our deck was installed 12 years ago for a total of $5,500, and the boards are starting to really corrode. Sorry about the traffic, people are going berserk here. Okay, look over here, we got a rot. See this rot? You can make it out. Look at this is all soft wood. Oh, look at it, right through. So it's time to replace this. So I'm going to attempt to do this myself. I did replace some of the boards, just a couple, and you can see that there, but I'm going to replace all of them. All the boards but this here. This is still solid, and I would have to unbolt the whole handrail. Just don't have the manpower to do that. So I'm going to replace everything in between, and we'll see how it looks. It's definitely going to be an improvement. Well,
isn't Dixie helping you though?
Dixie will be helping. There she is now. She's going to find the best place to lay down.
Dixie?
Boy, everybody must be... Wow.
Hi, Mommy!
Look at this over here. This is another... There's a nice trip hazard, huh? Well, here we go.
Went through my refrigerator today, and you know my motto, zero food waste. And I have had some of these oranges in my refrigerator for quite some time. They are bitter. I don't want to waste them. We had some of the navel oranges from California. We had 2 of these left, and oh, we've been trying to eat them. And then these canned jellos, which were supposed to be so sweet and delicious, and by goodness, they were not. So what do I do with them? I don't want to waste them. I don't want to throw them out. So we're going to make some orange marmalade. The first thing I did was I took each of these and I scrubbed them with my vegetable brush. I scrubbed them under running water to get any kind of wax that was on them, anything that was on the outside I wanted off, because we are eating the peel as well. So that was the first step. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Now what I'm going to do is cut off each end. You see these little ends here? Because that's got a lot of pith and bitterness. So I'm just going to cut off the 2 ends. You see all that white in there? That's why we're cutting these little ends off. And I figured an orange marmalade would be perfect. It's something we can put on some toast or muffins in the morning. So I'm just going to continue cutting these and we'll show you what we're going to do. I just love all the colors. I'm so silly, I know, but this just looks so pretty with all the orange. What I'm going to do with these ends is I am going to add them to my vinegar cleaner. So I will keep those for that. Now what I'm going to do is take each half and I'm going to cut it into 8 thin slices. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch your fingers when you do this. And there you go. I've got 8 thin slices that we're now going to pulverize. So I'm going to do that with the rest of the oranges. If it gets too close to cut and it's awkward, you don't want to ever endanger your little fingers. So what I do then is I'm just cutting it like that. Because as I notice as I'm getting it on the side, as you get down, it's really close to your fingers to cut. So then just go this way, whatever works for you. Now what we're going to do is take several of these pieces at a time, and we're going to put them in either a food processor, a blender. I'm going to use my NutriBullet because it works perfectly with fruit. So I'm going to put this in here and we are going to pulverize these pieces of orange. And yes, we're including the skin in this. So I'm going to put my lid on. As you can see, that was quick and easy and exactly what we wanted to do. You could use a blender, food processor, whatever works for you. And that's the consistency we wanted. And then once you do that, just empty it into a saucepan. Look at this color. I am just beyond happy with this right now. I really am. I have never made this before. I'm always looking for ways to take food that appears unappealing or maybe doesn't taste wonderful or is getting close to its expiration date and turning it into a gourmet treat with simple ingredients. I will link the original recipe down below in my description box, and you can see how many oranges you have to use and adjust the water and the sugar according. If you hear banging, that's Paul working on the deck that we showed you earlier. Here we go, 6 oranges. To that, I am going to add 1 cup of water. What I have to say I love about this too is there's no pectin in it. We don't need to add anything else but the fruit, the water, and the sugar. This was the only thing that freaked me out a little bit, is it did call for 3 cups of sugar. Now right away, Emmy, you know me, I'm like, ooh, that's way too much sugar. But I read through the reviews and everyone said, I'm actually putting in 2 3/4. So shh, don't tell anybody. But everybody said the sugar was great, and I think it might help with the gelling process. What I did was I turned the stove to medium, and I'm going to give this a good mix. And once this comes to a boil, we're going to boil it for 15 minutes. And then we are going to have homemade orange marmalade. I can't tell you how excited I am. This is going to be so great. Look at the color, the brightness. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with this. This is starting to boil, and we are going to let it boil for about 15 minutes on a gentle boil. You know, you don't want it boiling over, but you need to let this firm up. Gently watching it, give it a stir, and let's see what happens after our 15 minutes. This simmered for 15 minutes, very low boil. Now what I'm doing is I took a plate and I put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. You don't want to crack the plate. And then what it says to do is take a dollop of this, put it on, let it sit for a minute. This still seems like it needs to cook a little bit more. Yep, this is way too runny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it for another 5 minutes. I'm going to rinse this plate, put it back in the freezer. and we will try it again after another 5 minutes. I boiled this for another 5 minutes and it's definitely thicker. It's amazing what 5 minutes did. I would say that's absolutely perfect. Now I'm just gonna let it sit and cool. I let it cool for about 30 minutes. Now what I'm gonna do is, these are just clean, sterile jars that I had. We are not canning this. I'm not canning this. This needs to be refrigerated. These are just the jars I'm putting the marmalade in. This is not a shelf stable product. It must be refrigerated. This was so easy. Pure orange marmalade that we made from scratch cost us barely anything. We're not wasting food, and we have a beautiful jar of marmalade. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy and proud of myself. All right, so we are out here checking on how Paul is doing. How are you doing? Wow, look at this.
Coming along.
All right, so you got a bunch of boards picked up already. You're getting some laid down. You got a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I know this is a lot of hard work.
Just trying to get the nails out and the boards up. Rotted wood.
Yeah. And when we think of how much money we're saving by him doing this, it is, to us, a no-brainer. I was like, well, we can wait, and he's like, you know what? I can do this, and I believe he can 100%, right? Have you ever laid a deck before, Paul?
Just 2 boards.
2 boards?
That one and the one back there.
Oh, there's always a first, right?
If I could do 2, I could do 40.
There you go. So I headed upstairs and I just finished changing our sheets. And I wanted to show you something that I think is a great frugal decorating tip for the bedroom. If you are in the market for a new quilt or bedspread, I got this one at Kohl's and I love it. Let me explain why. You see the color right now. It is this beautiful cream, and there's some burnt orange, light green, dark green. It's just lovely. Perfect for this time of year. But in the fall, what I do is just flip it over and you can see it totally transforms the room. Beautiful autumnal, like a wine color almost. It's just gorgeous. Again with the cream, light green, dark green. And it's just beautiful. And it's a medium weight, so it's like perfect really for any time of year. What I also do is we always get king size. We have a queen size bed, but we always get king size comforters and bedspreads because they cover so much more. Nobody's pulling the bedspread this way, that way. There's enough to go around for everybody. So that is just a great tip. It is year-round, again, and reversible. And the 3 throw pillows go with either side. They have the browns and the maroons and the white, so it just goes perfectly. And our headboard, as you can see, is a metal headboard. When we got rid of our old furniture, I wanted a metal headboard. They were so expensive, but I was like, that's really my heart's desire. And we found one. The headboard and the footboard, which I'll show you in a minute, was $40 at an estate sale, queen size. And this is the footboard. Just beautiful. I was in love with it. For $40, I knew it was ours. Just wait. When you have something you really want, just hold out a little bit. Just a little bit. You never know what is waiting around the corner. And I have to say, I love this bed. Our room is minimally decorated. We don't have a TV in the room, a big window in our bedroom, which we just have a plant in, which is absolutely perfect for us. And we have a beautiful view out of it of the mountains. And then really the only wall art we have is this beautiful metal piece of art that Paul found me. at Goodwill, and I believe we paid $4 for it. What I loved was the scroll work. Matched the headboard perfectly. And you can see the colors match with both sides of our bedspread, and it was perfect. I was like, this is exactly what we wanted and needed. We just keep the room, like I said, minimally decorated. It's really a place to sleep and relax. So we try to keep the clutter down to a total minimum. But just some tips that if you're looking for a specific item or something you want to decorate with, hold on. Don't just buy to buy or an impulse purchase. You never know what is going to be at your next estate sale, flea market, Goodwill. Perfect example. I just wanted you to see how we keep our bedroom very simple and clutter-free and calming. Now, I didn't show you where our dressers were. We have two. Paul has a dresser and I have a dresser as well in the room. But we keep our furnishings to a minimum. We want the bedroom to be a place of relaxation, a little oasis, separate from the rest of the house and the busy going-ons. And I think we have captured that really well. Now, by all means, you know me, I never tell you to buy anything, but I will link that Kohl's comforter down below. I don't get a commission. It's nothing like that. It's just a product I really love. I would not buy it unless you have a coupon and it's on sale, and you can either pick it up for free at the store or get it shipped for free. Those are the three criteria. That's how we bought it. I paid near nothing for that bedspread. So just make sure you follow those 3 tips, because Kohl's can be expensive when it's full price. But if you use one of their coupons, you wait for it to go on sale, and you either have it shipped to the store for free or have it shipped to you for free, then it's a really good deal because it's reversible, it's medium weight, it's wonderful. But again, I'm not making anything off of this. It's just something I want to share with you. It is now about 4 o'clock. You've been out here since 8, and let me show everybody what you have done. Look at this. I am beyond proud of my husband right now. I can't even. And these are not Christmas lights. They're fun party deck lights, right, Paul?
Yes, party deck lights.
Not that we have parties, but
Sure we do.
how does this look? Oh my goodness, he's only got this little bit left. And Paul, you didn't tell us, what exactly did we end up buying?
We bought 42 12-foot lengths of, it's like 6-inch by 5.25-inch deck planks.
Deck planks.
Yeah.
And then you just had to get nails.
Yeah, I bought a whole, look at that. I needed about 800 nails.
Right.
Or screws, actually. So I bought a 5-pound box.
It's all right, right?
Yeah, so I got some extras, you know. We could make birdhouses with the scrap.
There we go. But he's doing great. What a difference already. Amazing how much he's gotten done in this one day already. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I am so glad you spent this time with us. Thank you so much. What I wanted to show you is how we live simply. We don't rush about. We try to get things done, but we do it with a sense of gratitude. We do it with a sense of contentment. Our basic goal is to live a simple, frugal life. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was encouraging to just find contentment in the home, to do what you love to do, save money any way you can, use up what you already have before it spoils and go bad. So until our next video, we love you, we appreciate you, we thank you for spending this time with us, and we wish you blessings. Until our next video, bye-bye.